This is a 1979 Seasquirt, and boy does it need some work. I'm making this video today because I want to go through this and see what I can do here to fix this boat up. It's in very bad shape. It's very old. This is a 1979 Seasquirt with a 1979 55 horsepower Evinrude engine. This boat is 15 feet long, actually 14 and a half feet long, and it's got a modified deep V at the bottom here, and it has some serious issues with it. If you're doing any research on this, this boat came in 1979 with a 35 horsepower engine, and this has a 55 horsepower engine, but this engine's been on here since the boat was new. This boat, what I'm told, was it was designed to mock a Boston Whaler design, except it has a deep V instead of the flat bottoms that the Boston Whalers had back in that time. During that time, Boston Whaler was making a double hull with foam sandwiched between the layers of fiberglass of the top hull and the bottom hull, which made it basically unsinkable. So Boston Whaler said you can cut this boat into 3 pieces, float each piece back to shore. You can fill it with water, it won't sink. You can fill it with rocks, it won't sink. We've tested this boat maybe 30 years ago with not cutting it in half, obviously, but filling it with water, and it didn't sink. But some of my research online is indicating that that's not the case with this boat. So we're gonna take a look at a couple things, a couple main problems we're dealing with right now, and these are signs that you should definitely run away from this boat. If it wasn't my boat, if it wasn't handed down to me after my dad passed away, because he's owned this boat since new, I would have not taken any chances with this boat. It's got a soft deck, so the floor of this boat is soft, and the transom, the back of the boat, is also soft. And you can see I've done my bodge of a repair. I've actually wrapped the transom in carbon fiber because I'm familiar with working with carbon fiber, and I added that transom plate to replace the small washers that are holding that motor on. So the transom is much more secure now. It was soft, and now with the carbon fiber layup, it's doing much better. The proper way to repair this transom is to take the motor off, cut the transom out, replace the transom, and put the motor back on, which I didn't feel like doing. So we have a couple access holes in here. We're gonna take a look at this. There's a hole down here where the anchor stays. We're gonna put a probe down there to take a look at what the inside looks like. And yeah, I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do the wrong thing the wrong way to get the right result. I think we're gonna just put another layer of fiberglass over on the floor and make it look nice, clean it up. And the goal is just to have this functional for maybe a year or two until I decide to move on from this boat. But like I said, this is my father's boat, and it's got a lot of sentimental value. It has no monetary value, but it has a lot of sentimental value. This thing has been everywhere from Florida to the Northern Territories of Canada and everywhere in between. It's been 28 miles out in the open seas. It's been in rivers. I think it actually was flipped one time. But in any case, we're gonna get down to cleaning this thing up because it is dirty. Let's take a look at this. Like I said, this is a Seasquirt 1, made in Florida. The company is no longer in existence. The Seasquirt name was changed to Sea Strike, because apparently Seasquirt was not a very manly name. That's the name of the boat. It's my sister. And roll of tape that I forgot. And yeah, it's just a lot of repairs. You can tell over the years it's been through a lot. So anyway, that's it for now. What we're gonna do is maybe a video later on. We're gonna clean this up. We're gonna attempt to do maybe some fiberglass work and yeah, get this thing out in the water, see what happens. All right, this may be the end of the video. It may not be, but until next time, hopefully it looks better next time you see it. Okay, well, this video is not quite over yet. As you can see, I've been doing some work and following in the spirit of doing the wrong thing the wrong way. I fiberglassed the floor of the boat. I actually ended up putting my endoscope, which I would show it to you, but I can't seem to find it, endoscope into the access holes, the drain holes for the boat. And I thought I would find rotted wood and that kind of thing. Nope, just fiberglass. So that is just a thin sheet of fiberglass, I think, unless it's got a sandwich of wood between two pieces of fiberglass on that deck. I'm not sure why it's so soft, but it was soft. And it's curing pretty quick. I use fiberglass mat and I use the fiberglass resin, obviously, with the hardener, and it's setting up pretty quick and it looks terrible. So in the meantime, I was just doing some cleaning up, and now I'm going to do a little bit of polishing, and because, you know, gotta polish the turd. So what I have here, I'm going to step down for a second, is this. It is 3M Marine Restore. It's for heavily oxidized fiberglass finishes, which I think I have. So it's helps keep off the UV, helps seal up stuff, it helps just protect whatever finish I have left of this boat. So I'm going to take my orbital buffer, put some on here, and go on the outside of the boat just a little bit, see how it turns out. Maybe go up on the gun walls a little bit here, see how that works out. I haven't done anything on the inside as far as cleaning yet because I can't get in there. So the resin is still curing. It's pretty cured, but it's a little tacky. So I'm gonna wait a few hours until we start the next phase, which will be the to make it look pretty phase. So we're gonna make this turd look a little bit better. So anyway, let's get to using this a little bit, and yeah, I'll see how that goes. Okay, we're getting ready to start here to do some buffing. Again, this is the 3M Marine Restore and Wax. I thought it was going to be pretty good for this situation. Got my Ryobi buffer. You see I'm actually working in the Home Depot parking lot because, yeah, why not? If I ever need anything, all I have to do is walk across the parking lot and get it. That's why I like it. I got all the power with me in my van. So I got this bad boy plugged in to my 2000 watt inverter. And so I did some cleaning already just to get some of the surface grime off. So that's what it looks like now on this side. So yeah, not great. You can tell I was using a red rag, so some of the red came off when I was washing. Great. So let's get buffing, see how it works, and I'll report on that in a second. All right, well, that didn't go exactly as I had planned. I used the orbital buffer, as I said, and I went through the whole side here, both sides actually, hit it. I couldn't get a lot of the stuff off. I thought it would actually buff away some of the imperfections, like a lot of rubbing compound does, but I didn't really do that. So I went through there and it left a haze on there, kind of like when you're waxing your car and you put the wax on and you let it get hazy and then you rub it off. Well, kind of had to do the same thing here, which is not how they said in the instructions. So after I went through the orbital sander, orbital buffer with a 3M product, I went through and I was going to use the orbital buffer with the other cover on it, but I decided just to use my terry cloths. You can get these at Home Depot because that's where I am. Not sponsored by them, but I should be since I'm spending all day here. And it kind of just went through like this and just lightly rubbed down until I felt that it was nice and smooth. And so a lot of these imperfections here, like a lot is over covered with the resin from repairs my dad had made. Didn't come out. I thought they might, but I was wrong apparently. And but it did clean the boat up a little bit. I mean, it looks better. Still polishing a turd, but it looks better. And I actually started doing the inside a little bit. I'm gonna stop on that for now because I gotta make sure that the fiberglass floor inside is getting cured, And if it's cured, we're gonna go into the next step, and if it's cured, we'll talk about it in a minute. All right, well, I quit for today. I've been out here at Home Depot for 4.5 hours, and my ghetto job is done. The floor is still springy, it's like a trampoline, but it's stronger now because I have fiberglass on it, another layer of fiberglass. And I got this crappy floor thing that I put on that I have to fix yet. It looks pretty terrible, but it's gonna be more comfortable for if one of the kids want to lay down or whatever. And it's a little grippier too. Anyway, I think I'm gonna take it out in the water. All right, hope it sinks. I mean, I hope it floats. So, see.